Alright guys, I am very, very excited about this section of the course. This is, I wouldn't say it's a revolutionary idea, but it's an awesome idea. I am surprised that offensive security does not give this guy enough credit. I've seen wifiphisher on the Kali Linux repo, but then they pulled it. There's quite a few bugs with wifiphisher, but I'll show you a command on how to download an earlier version of wifiphisher if the current version breaks. You can download it by GitHub. They have like a hash code each time you submit or do a git push. So we can download earlier working versions of wifiphisher. This guy works really hard. But let me explain what wifiphisher is. First, well, instead of cracking the password, you're gonna hate me for this because I should have said about this earlier, but I really wanted you to understand the other fundamentals of wireless attacks. You're gonna hate me for this, but why not just trick the victim into giving us the password in clear text in a phishing page? Why not just do that? Even better, why not just trick him into downloading a malware payload from a plugin update? Huh? Now, thankfully, I teach an online class, so you can't punch me in the face, but we're going to use the same tactics that we did in radius attacks. We need at least 2 wireless penetration adapters, alright? One jams, one generates a rogue hotspot. The first, the jamming wireless adapter will start kicking, and this will work for any router, unlike before. This will work for any router, whether it be a SOHO, pre-shared key setup, or management, or enterprise. It will just constantly kick people off. We're going to use our same tactic. We're going to clone a MAC address and change the last digit. We're going to trick them into connecting to us, but this time it has a working web server. And what's even better is that they actually have captive portals. This one also generates a captive portal for mobile phones, like Android. So it serves up phishing pages. Man, I gotta get this out of the way. It clones, and this is the beauty of it. It identifies the router manufacturer from the BSSID, the router's MAC address, and will actually clone the router manufacturer's login page as close as it can. That's beautiful. So, it'll be more convincing. It redirects the victim to the phishing pages that captures keystrokes whenever they click on the button, or even when they disconnect and they just left the password in the box. Well, you still are going to see it in clear text. I will show you. Alternatively, you can redirect them into a plugin update page. Let's say that they need to install Silverlight or a Flash player. I don't know who uses Flash, but there are more if they do. So they're going to get their little Flash update. That's an executable file, and really it's WannaCry binary. I can show you where to find that too if you want. You can actually download it from GitHub, both wifiphisher and the Wi-Fi binary. I'll show you how to get that. But the purpose of my class is not to be a dick. The purpose of this class is to show you different tactics that we can use to defeat every form of wireless setups, to prove to people that, in general, Wi-Fi is a lost cause to defend. Now, even better is, let's say that you have a captive portal, like Guest has a captive portal here. Not secure, but Guest. They have this thing where it just redirects you to the main page. You have a click on a button. Well, a captive portal was meant to defeat attacks like this and to defeat auto login attempts from hackers that are trying to automatically pivot, because it forces the user to interact with a button, with a I agree button or something. You can actually clone this page, then edit it a little bit and create a new wifiphisher scenario. And then we can, start phishing some real victims. I won't do that here. I'm actually talking with an earshot of everybody. But this is a legitimate penetration testing class. I'm just showing you how to do all kinds of crazy tricks. So whoever your real target is, hopefully you're legally bound to a penetration testing engagement letter, would fall for this, especially this. This is the beauty of it. Hopefully IT would actually make a page that isn't 100% downloadable or have to dig it out of cache. I can show you how to clone a site, and I know I should have talked about payloads before, but payloads and how to manipulate a payload in a remote administration tool, remote access Trojan, or RAT, R-A-T, it's kind of like its own category. And then after we cover payloads, we're going to show you how to use payloads to tunnel out of restricted networks, how to gain reverse shells in networks that are very restrictive, or they only allow port 80 or 443 or something. We can also show you how to pivot. That means using one compromised machine to attack another. But that is starting to get out of the realm of wireless attacks. Just be aware that when I talked about wireless attacks, I was using this to introduce you to, in general, the hacking, thing. Because there's no such thing as a simple discipline. You need to know at least a little bit in all sorts of disciplines in hacking in general, like buffer overflow exploits and pivoting and routing commands and hyperjumping. Hyperjumping is a concept I'll explain in another course that I plan to be releasing after this class. But basically, you can actually network through a VM version of Kali Linux, which was what I was demonstrating to you, and then attack someone through the real network, through the virtual bridge, and not even get retaliated against because they don't know how to connect back. They don't have the details that allows them to connect back. It's beautiful. Good luck, you guys. Hope you're excited as I am.